Hello everyone, welcome to another reading vlog. So it's a little bit after 8 a.m. on Friday morning. I am all set and ready to go, but today is really exciting too because the new release of Fearless comes out. So I'm going to go to Target to go pick that up, and I am honestly, 13-year-old me is thriving. I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear some of the ones from the vault and just hear how her, voice has changed and what she's done to these songs. So I'm like super excited. So I'm gonna quickly run to Target to get that real quick. But in the meantime, today at 11 I have to host a journal club, and then I need to do a rehearsal for my presentation. I'm presenting at a conference tomorrow virtually in the morning, so I just want to make sure I have everything kind of ready to go and that I know everything. And I have to use my brother's computer downstairs because I have like a backdrop of the unfinished basement, which isn't very professional, so I'm going to be using my brother's desktop, which is in like the finished portion of the basement. So I need to like get that all set up and make sure I have everything ready for tomorrow morning. But yeah, I think like it's uncharacteristically warm. It was like 28 yesterday. I think today's gonna be like 25, but I think it's gonna be raining on and off this weekend. So although it's gonna be nice and warm, it's gonna be rainy. So hopefully I'll still be able to have some time to read outside, which is exciting. But yeah, I think this will be a fun reading blog, and also having like the nostalgia of Fearless coming out makes me just really happy. Like 13-year-old me is really thriving. But yeah, before I head out to go to Target, I'll quickly show you the books that I plan on reading this weekend. So starting out, this is the book that I'm reading currently. It is West with Draft, which is for one of my book clubs that I'm a part of. So I have about like 80 or so pages left in this, and if I could finish it today, that would be awesome. But it's essentially a historical fiction novel based around these giraffes that were shipped across country. They survived a hurricane when they were driving up from, or kind of floating up from Africa, I want to say, and then they survive the hurricane, and then they have to be transported across country from New York to California. And this follows the story of this man who is dying, so he writes his memoir of his experience going west with these giraffes and just his quest for new life. But he has like a big secret and he's confessing to something. I really like, it's an interesting novel. I think it's a little bit too repetitive, and there is some suspension of disbelief just because like it's just one bad thing after another. But I'd say it's like at a 3-star. Like, I'm enjoying it. It's not amazing, but it's a fun read. So I really hope I can finish this today. And then I want to pick up The Beautiful Mystery, which is the next book in the Inspector Gamache series, which are always fun. I really love these. I fly through them really quickly, but again, with my crime novels, I don't know anything about this. Like, I haven't read the synopsis, I haven't read anything, so I am excited for this one. There is so much character development towards the end of the last one, so I'm interested to see what happens to these characters in this one. Alrighty guys, so it is a little bit after 1 o'clock, and I just went to Target and they didn't have the Fearless album yet. I asked and they said they didn't get any shipments in, and the Target or the Walmart across the street also doesn't have any copies, it says online. So that's a little bit disappointing, but my parents do have Amazon Prime Music, so I can listen to it there. So it's just a matter of putting it on my iPod that I use in my car here. So I'll have to keep my eyes out for when it comes in stock, because it was interesting because I was like walking like next to someone and they asked, and I was like, oh well, that's what I'm here for too. So it worked out that I was able to get that question answered. But I also picked up the Wonder Woman 1984 Blu-ray, and then also a chapstick as well. So don't you feel like, isn't this a thing? Like, I feel like if I walk in a store and I don't buy anything, that people are gonna think I'm stealing. So I was like, I need a new chapstick for my desk downstairs, and I wanted the Wonder Woman movie, so I was like, okay, so I will just make sure I check the app when I go in, like over the weekend, to see if it comes in. But I'm basically done for the day. I had practiced my presentation, and my brother helped me get up his like desk all set up, because his desk is in like the finished part of the basement, so the background's a little bit nicer. WebEx, my like normal settings for the kind of monitor where I kind of have my own background won't apply. So yeah, I have everything all ready to go. So I'm just gonna stop by Dunkin' Donuts and get an iced tea, and then kind of be on my merry way. But I'm kind of like done for the day in terms of work, which is really nice. So I think I am going to get some reading done now. But yeah, I'm a little bit bummed that the shipment didn't come in for the CDs, but I can listen to it on Amazon Prime, so it should be fine. But it's another beautiful day here. Like, the weather has been uncharacteristically warm. It's like 22 out right now, so I'm just kind of enjoying the nice weather. And so yeah, I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so it is 20 after 8 now, and I have to head down to my the basement to do my presentation. But in the meantime, last night I was able to finish West with drafts, and I think this one I would give like a 3 out of 5 stars. I thought the premise was really interesting. We follow this guy who's literally 105 years old, and he's recalling the events that he had when he went west with giraffes. And these were giraffes that were very famous, and this part is actually true. Like, they were really famous because they survived a hurricane, and then they were brought across country from basically New York to San Diego, and it would tells that story there. But I did find it to be very repetitive, and it just was like one thing after another, and I was just like, I feel like it was kind of borderline like unrealistic. But I did really love how we kind of learn who he's writing this story for and why he's in a rush to get it done, and like to have this person to have it, which I thought was really interesting. And then also I loved the commentary on how animals really know the secret to life, and how there's something special about animals that we need to like cherish. And so I really liked that message. But yeah, it was just a little bit too repetitive at some points. But yeah, this was a good read actually. Like, it was something I don't think I would have picked up by myself, but I'm happy that we read this for the book club, and it'll be fun to discuss it with my friends. But after that, like, now that I finish this, I'm gonna pick up the beautiful mystery. But first and foremost, I have to go to my presentation, so that's why I'm a little dressed up today. But I'm sorry I didn't vlog much yesterday, but I was busy practicing for my presentation, and then we just hung out with the family for a while, so I was just kind of enjoying that time. But hopefully, I'm hoping that we'll be able to vlog more today. The weather's supposed to be really nice. It's only going to start raining later in the evening, so hopefully I'll be able to get a lot of reading done outside, which will be a lot of fun. I always love reading outside. And then hopefully the Target in the like near our house will get the new Taylor Swift album, because I just listened to each individual track on YouTube. So yeah, I really just want to be able to, you know, really experience that. So I'm going to keep my eye on if it's in stock in their app, so I don't waste my time going there. But yeah, that's kind of the general plan for today. I just have to, you know, do my presentation. I'll be over in half an hour, and then I can, you know, enjoy the rest of my day. Good morning, everyone. So it is Sunday morning now. It's a little bit after 9 o'clock and I'm all set to ready to go, but we're having like a nice little bacon breakfast this morning that my mom is cooking right now. But I thought I'd share with you what I ended up doing yesterday. So I just honestly read outside. I had my presentation, what went really well. I think it was kind of like a low stakes one because it was literally just for graduate students and it was done virtually, so it wasn't as intimidating if it was like this really high power conference with like these really, you know, these high level intellectuals. Like, it's not as intimidating as that. So I'm happy like my first actual like presentation was actually something like that, so something that wasn't as intimidating to do. But yeah, I just read all day. Me and my parents watched This Is Us, and then I honestly fell asleep around like 9:30. I was just really tired. I just felt off yesterday, so I don't know how much vlog footage I have from yesterday, but I apologize, my bangs look really short right now. But yeah, but yesterday I did end up reading to page 180. I was trying to get to page like around 200, but I literally just fell asleep in The Beautiful Mystery, and I think this one is my least favorite out of the Inspector Gamache series. And I think because this one, that doesn't deal anything with Three Pines whatsoever. It is basically just Gamache and Bevior, I think that's how you say his name, are basically in a Montessori with a bunch of monks, and that's where the murder takes place, and it's really just kind of dry and boring. I think what I really loved about the series is the dynamics with the ensemble cast and just each person's unique personalities. So yeah, this one isn't my favorite, and I was reading the reviews that a lot of people still really enjoyed it. Like, I'm curious to see who the murderer is, but a lot of people said this is their least favorite of the series because it doesn't include the three people from Three Pines. So I'm hoping to finish this today because, like I said, it's not my favorite, so I'm hoping to kind of just get this one done and out of the way, because I think she was taking like a chance not having the people from Three Pines here. But for me, it wasn't. It was like a miss. I think some people still really enjoyed it, but for me it's just dry. I cannot tell the difference between any of the monks, and some of the characters cannot either. So yeah, I just want to kind of get this one done. But this one I would say is kind of like a 2-star, just because I feel like a lot of the kind of magical aspect of this series is the characters in Three Pines and how they interact with the detectives and that sense of found family. Like, I think we really miss out on, I don't even know what's going on with my bangs today, I apologize, but you really just kind of miss out on that. So this one I just kind of want to get done and over with, so that's my plan. But I was able to find the Fearless album. I had to go to the Target that was kind of like a town over, so it was like a 15-minute drive, but it was a nice drive because it was also warm and sunny out. So I think my favorite of the Vault ones have to be You All Over Me, Mr. Perfectly Fine, and That's When. I think those are my like top 3. And then I think like my favorite songs on Fearless, like originally, were the ones that are my favorite now. So like White Horse, Love Story, The Best Day, like those are the ones that I love. And I really love The Other Side of the Door, like new, like Taylor's version. You can really see that's where her voice has changed since, if you can listen to the one from 2008. So that's been very good. I was listening to that yesterday as well. But yeah, in the meantime, for the rest of the day, it's like going to be a little bit cooler out. I think it's going to be a high of 18 compared to a high of 28, which was yesterday, but at least it's sunny. So I'm hoping I'll be able to finish this the rest of the day. But yeah, that is the general plan for today, and I'm gonna go quickly head out because I can smell the bacon cooking, and so I'm gonna see if I can sneak one before, you know, we start having breakfast. guys, so it is the customary end of the vlog wrap up, but I'd say overall it was a very successful reading weekend. So I ended up finishing West with Giraffes, which I gave a 3 out of 5 stars, although I found the history of it to be very interesting and how the author, like the major theme of animals kind of knowing the secret to life and just the connections people have with animals. I just felt like it was really repetitive, and I had to kind of create a suspension of disbelief to kind of really really appreciate it, and like, because it was just like one thing after another and it was just like really repetitive. So I read that one, and then I also ended up finishing The Beautiful Mystery by Louise Penny, and this was not my favorite of the Inspector Gamache series. Instead of the kind of murder mystery taking place or incorporating characters from Three Pines, this one mainly deals with Gamache, I think it's Bouvier, I think is how you say his last name, and they're in a Montessori with monks, and so I was able to kind of guess early on who I thought was suspicious of killing the one monk, but it was definitely around like the 200-page mark where it actually starts to pick up, and the ending was really good. So I gave this one a 3.5 out of 5 stars, because although I found the murder mystery to be a little bit dull, and I just wasn't as invested in the story as this one, because I feel like the ensemble cast is really what makes this series shine. So I was kind of missing that, but definitely the last half of the book was really kind of stellar, and it was just intense and a lot of fun. So I really like that actually. So the ending kind of took me by surprise, and I'm really curious to see what happens next. But yeah, overall, like, it's been a really good reading month. Today is April 12th, so I've already read 3 books already, and one of them was like 500 pages, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good this kind of month. But the next one that I will read, I'm just getting it here, dropping everything, is The Madness Underneath, but I think this one will probably be in the next reading vlog. But yeah, that's kind of it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I feel like it wasn't that exciting of a vlog, but I hope you guys liked it nonetheless. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.